Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick video before it rains again. Got a break in the weather, sun's shining, it's hot as crap. How about that for a big old car? That's a 72 Chevy Caprice, and that is a 2-door, and that sucker is as long as my truck. This thing has been sitting for quite a while in the woods. The windows are all gone. The door has got a massive hole right there. It was a bench with a split back to get to the back seat. Column shift. Does not have a key. The speedometer is broke. Can't see the mileage. The glove box is destroyed, so there's no paperwork in it. It does have manual windows, but the regulators are probably seized. It did have a vinyl top, but it is gone. The vinyl top ate the metal, so that is no good. But look at the size of this freaking trunk. This thing is huge. I do not know what's in this trunk. I am going to pop this trunk with the forks because this car is getting crushed. There's really nothing on it. There is some trim here and there. The axle might be good. I'll show you guys the motor here in a minute. It's pretty interesting. But check the size of that snake skin out. I don't know if I want to know what's in the trunk now, but I'm gonna pop it and we're gonna find out anyway. The gas filler neck is right there. On these old cars, they're always hidden behind the license plate, which is pretty cool because nowadays when you pull up to a gas station, you always have to try and remember which side your fill neck is on. You drive one of these, it doesn't matter which way you pull up to a tank because you're right in the center of the car. I always thought that was a good idea. Taillights are all busted out. There is no good taillights on it. The rear bumper looks fairly straight, just needs to be re-chromed. The chrome is flaking. It is no good. But if you spend the money to have it re-chromed, it might be pretty nice. The floor in the trunk looks pretty solid, so whatever's in the trunk probably stayed in the trunk. You have your heater AC controls, I just noticed, which are on the left side of the column, which I do not like, but that is the way they designed it. I like it in the middle. But if you guys noticed, it has a 400 badge on the fender. Now, I've been doing some research on this. In 72, I don't know if they carried this on through the other years or not, but in 72, pretty much all the Chevy Caprices had that badge on the fender, 400 small block. But this car came with a 402 big block. Now, what I read, what had happened, they had a 396, they accidentally bored the block over too big, bored it 30 over, and then they called it a 402. It wasn't really that much horsepower to these. It was like 360 or 350 or something like that. Cast iron heads, just a big blocky motor. But at the dealership, now this is during the gas crisis, at the dealership, you go to look at one of these vehicles and say there's two of them sitting side by side. They look identical. They have the 400 badges right there on the fenders. Well, if you didn't know any better, you always had to watch out. The dealership would stick you with this car with a big block instead of the 400 small block. And they'd have an upsell on it, and you wouldn't even know it. Unless you caught it. I always thought that was pretty tricky of them. The nose cone has got some damage. Looks like a tree fell on it. There's a big dent right there. And a dent right there. it could be fixed. You could pop that out. But other than that, it looks pretty good on the front end. The grill looks good. The headlight buckets need to be re-chromed. The front bumper's not dented. It just needs to be re-chromed. Like I said, this car will be getting crushed, but not right now. We're gonna set it off to the side for a month or so, and then it will end up going through. I already have the motor and the transmission sold. We're gonna have to get it out of this vehicle. So it's gonna sit off to the side until we have some free time to get it out. But I just want to show you guys this car. It is a massive, massive car. And I think I might go ahead and just pop that trunk while I'm at it. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see if I can move this car out of the way. I'll just put this in neutral. Let this roll. Now this video, or this car that I just moved out of the way, that one is going to be in a future video. So if you've seen it and you want to know more, I will be doing a tape on it, just not right now. Kind of gotta walk over here. I gotta use the old loader because the new loader's farther away and I really don't have time to walk all the way over there and use it. So I'll just use this old one here. He'll still do the job. This is our drain loader, so it's kind of old and beat up. All it does is pick cars up out here and put them in line to be drained. But it still runs and goes pretty good. Alright, now I apologize because I have to try and do this all by one hand. So it looks like I suck at this. I don't. It just, when you got only one hand to steer and run the controls, it makes it a little difficult. Alright, I got that pop. Let's go put this up and we'll go back and see what's inside. Yeah, it just rained here, so everything's kind of soaked right now. Where the sun was, it dried it up pretty darn good. All right, let's see what's in the old trunk. Huge snake skin and some hubcaps, looks like. Nothing too special. Have the original jacking instructions on there. The hole inside the trunk is just rusted. It's got some cool wheel covers. Dang, these suckers are heavy. Looks like the whole set's here. Old spark plugs that are pretty much rusted to pieces. Doesn't look like much in here. No money, nothing special. Huge snake skin though. There's a big snake. Alright, well I appreciate you guys watching. Get another shot of this car real quick. If you guys need any parts off of this thing, we have one. We won't have it for very long. But I'll see you guys in the next one.